So you're looking to create a Pinterest strategy for your blog and drive traffic to those blog posts that you have spent hours of your life writing. Well, I don't blame you. Whether you're looking to monetize with affiliate links or display ads on your website or eventually your own products, in today's video, I'm going to walk you through a simple Pinterest strategy for blog posts. And this is specifically just for bloggers in general. I'm also going to answer some of your most commonly asked Pinterest questions for bloggers. Now, this video was created in partnership with Pinterest. Thanks, Pinterest. My name is Heather Farris, and I've been a blogger and I have been blogging since 2016, and I've been doing Pinterest professionally since January of 2017. And I just want to walk you through a super simple strategy for your Pinterest account and your blog. That way we can get as much free traffic there as possible. Now, a Pinterest strategy for bloggers is going to consist of all of the main core components of a Pinterest strategy for anyone else. So you are no different. You're gonna have a board strategy, you're gonna have a keyword strategy, you're gonna have an image strategy, and then of course, you're gonna have a scheduling strategy. So those are the four main components of a Pinterest strategy. The fifth is analytics, but we're not gonna worry about that in today's video. Let's actually just dive right on into the Pinterest strategy for bloggers tutorial so you don't miss a thing. First thing that I want you to do when creating your Pinterest marketing strategy is to create your board strategy. So out of the four components of a Pinterest marketing strategy, you have to start with boards because that's where all of your content is going to live. So we're going to first start by creating your board strategy. Now, I usually opt to create the boards from the blog categories on my website. So for example, if you pop over to my site, you'll notice these 5 topics right across the top. Organic Pinterest marketing, promoted Pinterest marketing, approved schedulers, Pinterest manager trainings, and blogging and content strategy. Normally the last two aren't in my usual Pinterest marketing, spiel or whatever, but for today they are there and that's what we're going to go off of. So what I want you to do is start by creating your boards for each of these pillars or these categories on your website. Then each category, if there are topics underneath it, those can then become either sections inside of your main board, or they can become standalone boards as well. So for example, on my Pinterest blog, I have this Pinterest marketing strategy. This is organic, and I have all sorts of topics in here, like the best sharing plugins and how to claim your website, and Pinterest marketing strategies for different niches, for example. So I could have something like Pinterest marketing tools, Pinterest marketing strategy, Pinterest marketing for authors, Pinterest marketing for bloggers. That could be 4 different boards that I can create for this one niche, this one category on my site. Now from there, what you want to do is create pins for those boards. So you create the boards, you write a really solid board title, you fill out your board description. It's 500 characters. I want you to fill out all of it. And then we need to take a look at the content we have on our website that's going to match each of those boards. So here is where your super simple Pinterest strategy for images or creatives comes into play. So let's say, for example, you have a blog post and it is about creating sugar cookies or baking sugar cookies. You have a number of different recipes on your blog and you're creating a roundup of 10 different recipes that you want to share with people. Now, those 10 recipes in your one blog post can be showcased as 10 individual Pinterest pins. So I have one blog post, the best sugar cookies on earth. And we have 5 boards that we've created for this niche topic. Easy sugar cookie recipes, easy baking recipes, frosted sugar cookies, Christmas cookie recipes, and gluten-free desserts. We have a recipe that can fit inside of each of those 5 Pinterest boards. Now what we need to do is find keywords for those pins. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop over to the Pinterest Trends tool. It's the easiest way to find keywords for your Pinterest strategy. You're going to dive into the interest for your category, so it's food and drink. Then we're going to type in the recipe that we are looking to search for, so sugar cookie, and we're going to hit enter, and then Pinterest is going to show us a bunch of different keywords that are related to our topic. Now, I typically will filter to top yearly first, because I want to see what's actually growing for the year. And then you can also look at top monthly and see what people are really searching for right now. Now, just a really quick hack for you, click this export to CSV file and import it into a spreadsheet like this. And then you have a list of keywords that you can easily copy and paste. And you're not having to worry about copying from here, because if you copy from here and you try to paste that into your spreadsheet, it's going to look like this. It's going to be linked, which that's fine, but sometimes it also pulls over like weird colors and formatting. So definitely use this little export to CSV file and you can manipulate it inside of a spreadsheet. Now, once you've figured out what you want your 10 keywords to be, then you're going to start creating your Pinterest pins. So you can see here, I have a number of different templates that I've used just from the Canva template library. I've customized images for each of those. I have customized the text overlay for each of them. And these all fit those 5 different boards that I created on my profile. So I have 5 boards for this one blog post that all of these pins can go on. Now let me show you how this is actually going to play out. So what I have done is created 2 pins per board. Now each of these pins in the schedule, so for the scheduling part of your strategy, they're going to go out once per week for 10 weeks. Now if you want to bump that up to go out 2 per week for 5 weeks, you could do that too, whatever you want your productivity to be. But either way, at least they are nice and spaced out and they're not all going on the platform on the same day, because we don't really want to pin 10 different pins to the same exact blog post on the same exact day. Now, what's happening here with this strategy is that we are targeting a different board for 2 pins, and we are targeting different keywords per pin. So this one is targeting decorated sugar cookies, and this one is targeting frosted sugar cookies. So 2 different people might be looking for those 2 different terms, but they ultimately want a really pretty decorated frosted sugar cookie recipe. Moving on to the next example, we have May 15th and May 22nd, and this is going to go to the Easy Sugar Cookies recipe board. And these are going to be soft and chewy because that was something someone was searching for. And then someone was also searching for how to make sugar cookies. So this is a more broad board, and these 2 pins fit this board. Moving on to the next set. These are going to go out on May 29th and June 5th, respectively, to the gluten-free desserts board. And I'm targeting the gluten-free sugar cookie keywords. So gluten-free sugar cookies and soft batch recipes for sugar cookies. Gluten-free options is the subtitle. Moving on to the next one. So this one is going to go out on June 12th and June 19th. And this is going to go to the Easy Baking Recipes board. These are very simple, very broad terms, 15 delicious recipes for sugar cookies, and how to make soft and chewy sugar cookies at home. Now, the final example is for the Christmas board. Now, because most people are searching for Christmas stuff in the summer and beyond, you don't really want your Christmas cookie recipes going out in April, so you want to start pushing those out starting in June, really. That's like the earliest time that you could do it. So if we were looking in here and we were trying to find sugar cookies for Christmas, you can see the very first time that the line on the x-axis of this trends tool comes off of that x-axis is in July. So we really want to be ahead of the curve when we are getting our pins indexed on Pinterest. So really the earliest possible time you would want to start pinning anything Christmas related would be June to July. So that's why in this example, I've got these going out at the very end of May, beginning of June to the Christmas cookie board. Now, these are each spread out to each board, so 2 pins per board, 1 pin per week. And this is a really simple Pinterest strategy that you can employ for your blog. Then what you're going to do is repeat this process for each blog post in your lineup. Now, let's answer some of those most commonly asked questions now that you have kind of that strategy piece in place. Number 1, how many times can I pin to the same URL? If you follow the methodology that I broke down in today's strategy for bloggers, I don't think you need to worry about how many times you pin to the same URL. Perhaps you should cap the amount of times you pin to the same URL per day and try not to go over 5 a day. Now, this is not best practice or anything set out by Pinterest. This is my own opinion, but once you start going over that, chances are you're gonna have a hard time creating fresh pins, brand new versions, and you're gonna default to repinning. I would want you to repin less, and I want you to create more fresh content. Question number 2, should I focus on static or video creative for my Pinterest pins? And the answer is both. If you have the ability to create video for your blogs, you should. If you have the ability to source video from stock video websites, you can also do that. Canva also offers a library of stock videos as well. But if you can only default to doing just image-based pins, then that's okay too. Question number 3 that I get often is, can I use the same images and make new pins using different templates? And the answer is yes, and I would encourage you to do that. If you noticed in the example of the 10 pins I created in this video, some of those templates were the same, but all the images were different, and that's okay. Question number 4 is, should group boards still be part of our overall Pinterest strategy? And the answer is, they don't have to be. Group boards are really only designed for true collaboration. So if you and a blogger friend are blogging on the same exact topic and you want to share and collaborate on a board together, then it should be meaningful collaboration. It shouldn't be something that's going to try to skip you ahead of the line and try to basically game the Pinterest algorithm, because that just doesn't work anymore. Question number 5 is, should I use hashtags in my Pinterest descriptions? And if so, how many should I use? And the answer is, I don't know, because I don't use hashtags. I use keywords. In fact, the majority of the time when you search a hashtag, pins are gonna come up with just those keywords in the descriptions anyways. Sometimes the hashtags are clickable, sometimes the hashtags are not. This is not currently, to my knowledge, part of Pinterest's best practices. So what I would say is just default to using keywords in your descriptions, write sentences around them, and you will be good to go. Question number 6 is, what are the ideal sizes for Pinterest pins? And that is 1000 by 1500 or 2 to 3 in ratio, or 1080 by 1920, which is whatever ratio Instagram sizing is. I'm really not sure. Those are the ideal sizes. Question number 7 is, how many times should I pin per day? And the answer is, it really varies on what your productivity output looks like. How much content do you have in your business? How many pins per day can you create? What does your schedule look like? I never want to stress anyone out by telling them they should be pinning 100 times a day, and they don't actually have time to create quality content. So that's really all it comes back down to, is how many times can you sit down in a week, in a month, and actually focus on your Pinterest strategy and focus on image creation? And then how many times can you create pins, and how many keywords can you find for those pins and actually design those images and get them scheduled out? So if that's 3, 5, 10, 15 times a day that you can account for, great. If you need to hire someone to help you to do this, that's okay too. You can definitely search for people on marketplaces like Upwork. You can reach out to people inside of my membership. You can reach out to me to do that. I can always matchmake you. You can hire my agency to help you with that. Whatever it looks like for you, I would rather you focus on the quality versus the quantity. Now, if you need more Pinterest marketing support, I would encourage you to come on over to Pin Profit Academy. It's a really great starter place for everyone looking for Pinterest marketing strategy, or reach out to me directly and we can help you to cultivate and curate what your Pinterest strategy should be. For more Pinterest marketing tips, head on over to these videos and I will see you there.